Hello, I'm Andrew Forrester. I'm the brand ambassador for the Balvenie, and I'm here at the distillery today in the heart of Speyside to meet my friend David Mayer, who's going to show me around the distillery and some of the craftsmanship that you'll see here. David, how are you?
I'm really well. How about you?
Absolutely frozen.
That's a fine.
And it's the beginning of May.
It's a fine Scottish weather.
David, where are we? Because we're in a good place.
We are in the barley loft, just above the maltings floor down below. But you'll have noticed we're surrounded by barley fields. Amazing. That's going to produce what's behind us here.
Okay, so those are our own fields of barley to produce this barley that we will use to make the Balvenie.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, can you take me to see malting now? Because I think that's probably one of the most exciting and beautiful parts of a distillery.
Let's go downstairs to see it. Nice. Look at that.
So, David, germinating barley, where are we now?
We're in the last remaining traditional floor maltings left in Speyside today.
And this is somewhere that real true craftsmanship still happens in the whisky making process.
Yes, it's happening at the distillery and it's essential for making the best quality Balvenie that you can get. Where this barley is going next is up into the kiln to be dried.
So David's brought me over to the Balvenie still house now, and it's a little bit warmer than it was in the maltings. This is where the distinct, unique, honeyed sweet character of the Balvenie spirit is created. David, tell me a little bit about some of the people that work in the still house.
Well, there are two craftsmen working here. One, the stillman, ensuring with his skill and judgment that the best quality spirit is produced and taken to be matured into the oak casks. And secondly, we have our own coppersmith looking after the well-being of these copper stills. Dennis McBain has over 50 years experience in this business.
So where does the spirit go from here?
Into the cask, literally, and these are casks that are cared for by our own team of coopers.
I'd like to see the cooperage.
All right, well, let's go and have a look.
We're now down here at the Balvenie cooperage, and you can probably hear the coopers working away on the cask in the background. David, how many coopers does it take to maintain the thousands of casks here?
Only 8, Andrew. It's a small number.
That is incredible. And why the obsession with the cask?
We're obsessed because we know that's where the majority of flavour comes from the wood. So 75–80% of it.
Important. It strikes me that this is a very expensive way of going about things. How are we able to do this?
Well, it may be expensive, but it's important. And being a family-owned business, we want to be in full control of such a process that is so important for flavour.
It makes absolute sense. So the spirit's filled into the cask, prepared by the coopers, and then taken to warehouses. Can we go to see one?
Yeah, let's go.
Andrew, we're in the Balvenie warehouse.
And I can see we have a lovely old sherry butt here, but what's this hanging out of the cask?
This is the dog, one of Dennis's many dogs, which were used to liberate whisky from casks illegally in days gone by, years gone by, but not today. And it's called the dog, man's best friend, on a lead, always by your side. What you couldn't call it anything else.
Brilliant. I can see it's full of lovely whisky now, so let's have a wee dram. You've implied that this isn't the normal way of going about things. What would normally happen to the whiskies once they're matured?
Well, David Stewart, who is our malt master, is the person with the ultimate responsibility to take the whisky from particular casks to marry together to produce the range of Balvenies that we have. So this is a person with over 50 years experience in the whisky industry, the longest serving.
So a man with huge experience, which I have to say seems to be the theme for the day with the craftsmen here at the distillery. All of them have been here for a long time. David, I'm very grateful for a fascinating day. David has given me what has been a really great insight into this distillery. Probably one of the most traditional distilleries left in Scotland. A distillery where we're still growing our own barley in fields around the distillery, where we have our own traditional floor maltings, a dedicated team of keepers to care for these casks, and also a coppersmith to tend to the stills. And of course David Stewart, the industry's longest serving whisky maker. David, it's been absolutely fascinating, and Slán